Relocating to the Chicago suburbs is a big decision, and with over 200 suburbs to choose from, finding the right one can feel overwhelming. Each suburb has its own personality, lifestyle, and trade-offs. Some are built around top-ranked schools, others have vibrant downtowns, and some offer more space for your budget. But choosing the right one isn't about what looks best on paper. It's about finding the best fit for your lifestyle. By the end of this, you'll have a clear understanding of what area is right for you. And stick around, because after breaking down the regions, I'm going to cover the most known things that people never consider before moving here. Things that can make or break your experience. So let's dive in, starting with one of the most famous and prestigious areas, the North Shore. In a Reddit post, someone asked, "In the North Shore, is everyone a millionaire?" And the first comment was, no, some of them are billionaires. That pretty much tells you what you need to know about this legendary stretch of Chicago suburbs. If you picture tree-lined streets, lakefront mansions, and elite schools, the North Shore is where you're gonna find it. This is old money, generational wealth, and some of the most prestigious real estate in the Chicago suburbs. Stretching along Lake Michigan from Evanston to Lake Bluff, this region is known for historic homes, top-ranked schools, and a quiet, refined lifestyle. Unlike flashier markets, the North Shore leans towards understated influence. Think country clubs, boutique shopping, and a strong sense of community. Evanston is the exception. It's more urban, diverse, and home to Northwestern University. But as you go further north, it becomes more private, exclusive, and residential. Real estate here is a showcase of architectural elegance. No two homes are alike. You'll find classic Tudors, Georgians, colonials, sleek modern builds, and honestly just so much more. The median home value across the North Shore is about $803,000, but that doesn't tell the full story. A decent entry-level home here starts around $400,000 to the $500,000 mark. Places to look would be Evanston, Highland Park, Lake Bluff, but these are often small, outdated, and stand out as, the more affordable options in an otherwise higher-end market. Most homes here are well over $1 million. And if you're looking for private lakefront estates, you're entering the $5 million plus range, if you can even find one, given the limited inventory. The North Shore is home to some of the best schools in Illinois, offering rigorous academics, strong college prep, and a prestigious academic environment. No matter where you land, you're gonna get a top-tier education. One standout is Evanston Township High School District 202, ranked number 3 best school districts in America. Then there's New Trier High School and Lake Forest High School, both consistently ranked among the top schools in Illinois. Other highly regarded districts include Glenbrook North, Deerfield, and Highland Park High School. But with top-tier schools comes a high-pressure academic culture. Students here often face competitive coursework, high expectations, and a strong focus on college admissions. Some families thrive in that environment, while others may find it overwhelming. For those looking for private options, the North Shore has some of the best in the state. Lake Forest Academy is ranked number 1 best private high schools in Illinois, while Royce Moore School is ranked number 3. North Shore Country Day in Winnetka is ranked at number 4, and Beacon Academy comes in at number 9. For those seeking religious education, Loyola Academy in Wilmette is ranked number 10 best Catholic schools in Illinois. Whether public or private, the North Shore offers some of the strongest educational options in the state. Commuting is surprisingly easy. The Union Pacific North Metro line runs through the North Shore, connecting these towns directly to Chicago's Ogilvie Transportation Center. From Evanston, it's about a 25-minute ride. From Lake Forest, about an hour. Many areas here are also walkable. You can stroll through historic downtowns, tree-lined neighborhoods, and even directly to the lake. So, who's the North Shore perfect for? Well, if schools are your top priority and budget isn't a major concern, this is going to be your spot. It's ideal for professionals who want an easy commute to the city while living in a prestigious area. It's perfect for families who value education and want access to great parks and beaches, and community amenities. I made a more in-depth video on the wealthiest suburbs and the best north suburbs. If you want to check that out, I'll link that into the description below. But let's be real, the North Shore isn't for everyone. If you're looking for more house for your money or a more relaxed vibe, you might want to check out what the Northwest suburbs have to offer. If the North Shore's old money and generational wealth, the Northwest suburbs are where you'll find a more balance of mixed affluence, diversity, and everyday suburban life. This is one of the largest and most varied suburban regions in the Chicagoland area, spanning Cook, Lake, and DuPage counties, northwest of Chicago, of course. It's home to family-friendly neighborhoods, strong schools, and a lower cost of living compared to the North Shore, all while offering easy access to Chicago and O'Hare Airport. Major suburbs here include Arlington Heights, Buffalo Grove, Libertyville, Lincolnshire, Barrington, Palatine, Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates, and honestly, this list can just go on. The Northwest suburbs stretch far and wide with a mix of bustling commercial hubs, quiet residential neighborhoods, and even estate-style living further west in places like Barrington Hills. Unlike the North Shore, which leans historic and exclusive, the Northwest suburbs have a more modern and practical feel. Homes here range from mid-century ranches and split levels to newer subdivisions and high-end custom home builds. Many areas saw significant growth from the 1950s through the early 2000s, leading to larger homes and well-planned communities with green spaces and parks. If you're looking for luxury, Barrington and Barrington Hills offer sprawling estates on massive lots, while Northfield and Glenview provide upscale homes that feel similar to the North Shore. For those looking for something more unique, Park Ridge and Riverwoods have architecturally distinct properties with mature landscaping and privacy. Home prices vary widely here depending on location. More affordable options can be found in Des Plaines, Palatine, and Arlington Heights, with entry-level homes starting around $300,000 to $400,000. In higher demand areas like Barrington and Northfield, prices can easily push past $1 million, with luxury estates in Barrington Hills and Northfield often reaching $3 million to $5 million. The median home prices in the Northwest suburbs is around $425,000, making it a great mix of affordable and upscale living. The Northwest suburbs are home to some of the best schools in Illinois, offering strong academics without the intense pressure often associated with the North Shore. Stevenson High School in Lincolnshire is one of the top public high schools in the state, consistently ranking among the best for academics, sports, and extracurriculars. Palatine and Schaumburg also have highly regarded schools, attracting families who prioritize education. Many of these schools are located in affluent areas where property values remain strong due to demand for top-tier education. For those commuting to the city, the Northwest suburbs offer some of the best metro access in the Chicagoland area. 3 major train lines connect residents to downtown Chicago. The Union Pacific Northwest line runs through Mount Prospect, Arlington Heights, Palatine, and Barrington, extending all the way to Harvard. From Arlington Heights, the ride to Ogilvie takes around an hour, making it one of the most convenient options for daily commuters. This line runs frequently on the weekdays and weekends. Now we have the North Central Service line, which connects Buffalo Grove to Union Station, with a key stop at O'Hare, making it a perfect for frequent flyers. However, it only runs on weekdays, so it's more of a commuter line than an all-day option. The ride from Buffalo Grove to downtown takes about an hour. Milwaukee District North Line serves Morton Grove, Glenview, Northbrook, and Deerfield, extending to Fox Lake. It offers daily service on weekdays and weekends, and the ride from Northbrook to Union Station takes about an hour. With reliable service and easy access to I-90 and I-294, commuting from the Northwest suburbs is one of the most efficient in the region. The Northwest suburbs attracts a diverse range of residents, from professionals and academics to blue-collar workers and government employees. The area has strong immigrant communities, particularly Eastern European, East Asian, and South Asian populations, leading to a vibrant food scene and multicultural atmosphere, especially in places like Schaumburg, Niles, and Hoffman Estates. Politically, the region leans moderate with a mix of viewpoints across different communities. This area is ideal for families that are looking for top-rated schools, safe neighborhoods, and suburban convenience. It's great for professionals who work in the suburbs or commute to Chicago, and frequent travelers who need to access O'Hare. But let's be honest, the Northwest suburbs aren't for everyone. If you're looking for nightlife, an urban atmosphere, or quick lakefront access, this might not be your spot. Traffic congestion, especially on I-90, can be frustrating. And while this area is diverse, some may find the overall suburban lifestyle a bit monotonous compared to city living. For a more in-depth look at the northwest suburbs, check out our video that we created on the best north suburbs in Chicago. I'll link that in the description box below. The western suburbs stretch west of Chicago, covering parts of DuPage, Kane, and Will counties, extending as far as Aurora, Elburn, and Elgin. Think of it as everything north of I-55 and south of I-90, with easy access to both O'Hare and Midway airports, making travel more convenient than other suburban regions. This area offers a balance of suburban convenience, vibrant downtowns, and top-rated schools, making it one of the most desirable places for families and professionals. Unlike the North Shore's old money estates or the northwest suburbs' sprawling planned communities, the west suburb blends historic charm with modern development. Closer to the city, Oak Park and Elmhurst have a city meets suburban feel, while Naperville, Wheaton, and Downers Grove are more known for their top-tier school districts and family-friendly communities. Luxury buyers are drawn to Hinsdale, Oak Brook, and Burridge, which offer high-end estates and country club living. Further west, St. Charles, Geneva, and Batavia provide historic riverfront charm and larger properties at better price points. Housing in the western suburbs is diverse, featuring a mix of architectural styles reflecting the region's long history and continued growth. Oak Park and LaGrange are famous for their historic Victorians and four-square homes, while Downers Grove and Glen Ellen showcase Cape Cods, Craftsman's, and prairie-style designs. Brick construction is common, with some homes featuring larger windows, front porches, and intricate detailing. For more modern options, Oak Brook and Hinsdale have sprawling custom-built estates. Prices, they vary. Entry-level homes here in Westmont and like Lombard start around $350,000 to around $450,000, while luxury properties in Hinsdale and Oak Brook can definitely exceed $2 million. One of the biggest draws of the western suburbs is its top-ranked school districts, consistently ranking among the best in Illinois. St. Charles School District 303 is ranked number 1 in Kane County, while Hinsdale Township District 86 is number 1 in DuPage County and ranked number 5 in Illinois. Indian Prairie School District 204 and Naperville District 203 both rank in the top 10 statewide, making Naperville a standout for education. For student athletes, Naperville 203 and St. Charles 303 ranked number 5 and number 6 in Illinois. Bolingbrook's Valley View School District 365U is one of the most diverse school districts, reflecting the region's growing multicultural population. Higher education options including Wheaton College, which is ranked number 4 in Illinois, and Elmhurst University, which is ranked number 10 in Illinois. For specialized schools, Rosary High School in Aurora ranks number 9 among Illinois' all-girls schools, while the Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy in Aurora is ranked number 3 best public high schools statewide. These top-tier schools drive strong property values and attract families prioritizing education. Beyond schools and housing, the western suburbs are known for their vibrant downtowns and cultural amenities. Naperville, Downers Grove, LaGrange, Aurora, St. Charles, and Elmhurst have some of the best walkable downtowns, featuring boutique-style shopping, top-rated restaurants, and a lively social scene. Oak Brook stands out for its luxury shopping and dining, while St. Charles and Geneva offer charming historic districts along the Fox River. While not as lively as the city, these areas do provide a strong sense of community and entertainment options that many other suburbs lack. Commuting from the western suburbs is one of the best in the Chicagoland, thanks to 3 major metro lines. The BNSF line runs through LaGrange, Hinsdale, and Downers Grove, reaching Union Station in under an hour. The Union Pacific West line serves Oak Park, Elmhurst, Wheaton, and Geneva, while the Milwaukee District West line connects Elgin to Union Station in about an hour and 20 minutes. Unlike other suburban regions, the western suburbs offer frequent weekday and weekend metro service, making it one of the best connected areas for commuters. Highway access is also excellent with I-88, I-290, I-355, and I-55, providing easy access routes into Chicago and across the suburbs. Culturally, the western suburbs have a mix of longtime suburban families, young professionals, and growing tech industry workforce. Historically, middle to upper middle class economic growth has brought more diversity, especially in Aurora, West Chicago, and Addison. Compared to the North Shore's deep-rooted wealth, this region, I would say, has more new money, with many residents working corporate, medical, and tech industries. Between its central location, top-ranked schools, strong housing market, and a mix of historic charm and modern conveniences, it is one of the best places to live. However, if lakefront living or ultra-urban density is your priority, other areas might be a better fit. For a deeper dive on the western suburbs, check out the link in the description below. If you're looking for more space, affordability, and a quieter suburban lifestyle, the south and southwest suburbs of Chicago offer a mix of established communities, newer developments, and strong local pride. While often grouped together, these regions have distinct characteristics. The south suburbs lie south of I-55 and east of I-57, stretching towards Indiana, while the southwest suburbs extend west of I-57 and south of I-55, covering growing towns with modern amenities. The southwest suburbs, including Orland Park, Tinley Park, Lockport, Lamont, Frankfort, and New Lenox, have seen rapid growth, offering newer subdivisions, custom estates, and scenic wooded lots, especially in Palos Park and Lamont. Housing ranges from 1970 split levels and brick ranches to prairie-style homes and modern new builds. Prices are more affordable than in the north and west suburbs, with entry-level homes around $300,000 to $400,000. And you do have your luxury homes exceeding the $1 million mark in places like Homer Glen and Lamont. Many towns have some of the highest black home ownership rates in the country, along with Polish, Lithuanian, Palestinian, and Mexican populations. Housing here is very affordable, with starter homes between $200,000 and $300,000, and larger homes in Homewood and Flossmoor or Olympia Fields, offering a great value. While not as competitive as the north or west suburbs, the southwest suburbs do have highly ranked schools, including Lincoln Way District 210, which is in Frankfort and New Lenox. In the south suburbs, Homewood Flossmoor High School stands out for academic excellence and sports. Other schools vary in performance, with some districts that are just struggling due to funding and economic challenges. One downside of the region is its limited public transit. While the southwest suburbs have better metro access via the Southwest Service Line and Rock Island District Line, service is less frequent than the north and west. The Metro Electric Line serves parts of the south suburbs, but many areas here are car dependent. Major highways like I-55, I-355, I-57, and I-80 provide decent access to Chicago, Midway, and O'Hare Airport. The southwest suburbs are rapidly growing, with expanding shopping centers, restaurants, and recreational spaces, especially in Orland Park and Tinley Park. Lamont and Palos Park offer scenic outdoor spaces, like Waterfall Glen and Tampere Lake. The southwest suburbs, while quieter, have a strong community feel, but face higher property taxes and economic stagnation in some areas. If you're looking for newer homes, better schools, and suburban growth, the southwest suburbs are a solid choice. If affordability, diversity, and established suburban feel are your priorities, the south suburbs may be a better fit. Both regions offer spacious living, lower home prices, and access to Chicago, making them attractive for families and professionals. For a deeper dive on the south suburbs, check out our video in the description box below. Now that you have a good idea of the different regions, let's talk about what really matters before making the move. There are a few things that people don't always consider up front, but they can make a huge difference in your day-to-day life. Your transportation, schools, taxes, weather, and even some quirks about Midwestern homes. One of the biggest financial factors when moving here is property taxes, you guessed it. Illinois has some of the highest property taxes in the country. And while we've covered home prices, the tax bill is based on the assessed value of the home, not just the purchase price. Some suburbs have significantly higher tax rates than others, so it's always important to check that before making a decision. With that being said, those taxes go towards some of the best funding schools in the country, maintaining infrastructure and ensuring excellent police and fire protection. So it is a trade-off, higher taxes, but better services. If you want a better dive into how Illinois property taxes work, Ralphie has made a full video on that, so we'll make sure to add that in the description box below. So make sure to subscribe as we add more content like that in the future. Now, another thing to factor is the winter, right? So winters aren't just cold, they're pretty brutal. The wind off Lake Michigan makes temperatures feel even lower, and once it drops below zero, you'll understand why a real winter coat, insulated boots, and heavy gloves are non-negotiable. If you're coming from a warmer climate, be prepared to invest in cold winter gear. Spring can be beautiful, but also brings heavy rain, which is why drainage and sump pumps are so important in homes with basements. If you're from a region where they're not common, this might surprise you, but in the Midwest, they are a given. They provide extra living space, they keep utilities out of sight, and most importantly, they're where you go when you get those occasional tornado warnings. If you're buying, always check for signs of past water issues and make sure that the sump pumps are functioning properly. Garages are another must-have here. A lot of buyers assume that they can get by without one, but after scraping ice off your windshield in sub-zero temperatures a few times, you'll regret that decision. A garage not only protects your car in the winter, but also keeps it safe from summer hailstorms, which can do some serious damage here. Another thing many out-of-state buyers aren't familiar with is radon. It's a natural occurring gas in the Midwest, and while it sounds concerning, it's easily managed with a mitigation system. Most newer homes already have them, but if you're buying an older home, make sure to do a test for radon during your home inspection. If levels are high, don't worry, it's an easy fix. Now that you know what to expect when moving to the Chicago suburbs, like figuring out your priorities, choosing the right area, navigating schools, and adjusting to the Midwest weather. So let's talk about how actually to make this move happen. Because knowing where you want to live is one thing, but getting there smoothly, that's a whole different process. After helping countless families relocate here, I can tell you that there's a right way that keeps things stress-free and wrong ways that turn everything into a headache. If you're buying, step one is getting pre-approved. And I can't stress this enough because this isn't just a box to check. Sellers expect a pre-approval with your offer, and without it, you're not even in the game. It also gives you a realistic budget since property taxes do vary a lot between each suburb. And working with a local lender who knows Illinois taxes and closing costs are going to be very important. That's just going to save you time and money and any surprises later. For out-of-state buyers, I know this process can feel overwhelming, but we've got it down to a science. We do virtual home searches, custom property tours, and live walkthroughs, so you can get a real feel for homes and neighborhoods before you even visit. And when you do make the trip, we make sure that every minute counts, lining up the best options, mapping out commutes, and showing you the spots that actually matter. If you're just renting first, just know the market moves fast, especially between May and September. Have your proof of income, credit checks, and employment verification ready ahead of time so you don't miss out on a great place. And let's talk about timing. If relocating in the next 6 months, now is the time to start planning. The earlier you prepare, the smoother your move will be. I always recommend starting with a consultation. We'll go over your situation, your must-haves, and your timeline to build a clear game plan. I've helped a lot of families make this move successfully, and I would love to help yours too. If you're ready, reach out and let's create a plan for you. Still researching? Check out my other videos on specific suburbs to get a better feel for what might be a best fit for you. Moving to the Chicago suburbs is a big step, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be stressful. Let's make it happen.